right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakwadash.
I want to give double honors to our apostles at Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Okay, and we want to give a sincere Shalom to the elect out there teaching this truth in all honesty and sincerity. Honesty and sincerity in these last days. Okay, and we're getting really close to them last days, man. Like last days. Lots of things are going, man, there's so much going on. There's a threat of World War III. Okay, there's all kinds of supply shortages. You know, all kinds of mandates. You know, all kinds of, brother was sharing, before we started camp, he was sharing a story about how somebody, they get caught with some drugs or something. They got caught with a bunch of drugs, and they were told, what were they told? They'll drop the charges. Yeah, if we take that jab, man, that's what Esau's going to be doing. He's going to be letting people out of prison. He's going to be letting all them rapists and murderers out of prison, man, and violent criminals, you know, and then pretty soon we're going to be drugged through the mud and treated as criminals and given that ultimatum. Go ahead and start with what you got.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, "And he said unto me, Stand upon thy feet, and I will speak unto thee. And the Spirit entered into me when he spake unto me, and set me upon my feet, and I heard him that spake unto me."
Right, and that's why it's important to have that Holy Spirit, man. Clench onto it. Don't let it go. You know, don't let it go. Like Apostle Hart made that video about that guy in IUIC who took the juice, and he said that he felt like his faith just was gone, man. It just left him. Okay, that was the Spirit leaving that guy, man. And he just turned into a regular ass joke, man.
And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day.
Yep. And you're a conspiracy theorist, right? Okay. Well, it's a conspiracy fact now. You know, there was a writer who said that conspiracy theorists are running out of theories because it's all coming true, man. You know, and no matter what, I know it sounds cliche and simple, but we're not supposed to take that jab, no matter what. If you want to get Revelation 2 and 10. The time is going to come when they're going to imprison some of us, man. If not all of us.
This is Revelation chapter 2 and verse 10.
And then we'll go back to Ezekiel.
"Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried."
Right, and anybody who comes against this new world order, they're going to try and get. Anybody. Okay? And the main ones that they're coming for is those that know that they're Israelites, those in this truth. Okay? Because Esau, or Edom, is trying to get his birthright back. That's what it's all about for him. So when he sees a jig take the jab, it's a lot more
Gives him more of a rush.
Yeah, gives him more of a satanic spiritual rush than if some random ass person does it, man.
I remember Yeshaya sent me a video like last week, back in 1987, where Biden was speaking, and he was speaking about what's happening now. He said, what if we come up with a disease, and you know, we make one group of people basically, you know, the ones that need to get tested and all of this crap he was saying.
Right, because the disease started in China.
Right. First it was a Moabite thing.
How come they never got targeted over here for that?
Right.
It's like, because the way they make, I don't know, they targeted Jake, the 12 the tribes, the Israelites.
They didn't tell when it first happened. They didn't tell Moab that you need to get it first. They just, you know, when you see the Moabite, you know, it was like, oh, well, maybe it came from over there. But eventually, there was like, you know, they turned it on Jake, and they was like, you need to get jabbed first.
Yep. And that video in 1987, you could tell by the look in his eyes, he was insinuating that it was, he was talking about really the blacks, the so-called black people.
Yeah, these are the things that they speak about. Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Right, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life, man. That's why nothing could separate us from our power. You know where that's at. Get that in Romans.
Yeah, I got to put something real quick. It's the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. But of the times and of the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so comes as a thief in the night.
Right. The day of the Lord come as a thief in the night. Okay? We don't know when the next major event is going to happen. It could happen later on today. It could happen tomorrow. It could happen a month from now.
Yeah,
A couple months from now. We don't know.
So my brother was just asking me because he was like, yo, so when is it supposed to happen? And I was like, I don't know, but I know it's happening because all the prophecies come to pass. And he was like, what prophecies? I was like, shit, the digital money. I was like, you notice everything being going digital? He's like, yeah. I was like, the wars, everybody gearing up for wars. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Revelations 12:12 happening. They come in with great wrath because they know that they got a short time.
Yeah, because hey, if they tell you that you have to do this or you can't feed your family, that's coming down with great wrath. There was a fighter jet the other day that saw two big ass chariots. This shit rolled right up beside them and kept going. So the chariots are they're appearing more and more and more. And those are the vehicles of our salvation, because that's the only thing that's going to be able to save you from thermonuclear destruction. So there's, things are coming to pass.
Romans 8:39, 38.
It say, verse 3, it say, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
And that's what Esau's trying to do. He's trying to get people to take his serpent sauce, so that he can say, well, you know what? If everybody just takes the sauce, we go back to normal. When you got the experts, so-called experts like Fauci, saying that even if everybody got jabbed, this shit would still be around. Okay.
Romans chapter 8, verse 35. You got more in there?
Yeah, there's more in there.
Oh, yeah. It say, verse 4, but ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should not overtake you as a thief.
Right, and that's why these people, they just don't fucking get it, man. They call you crazy. They call you a crazy conspiracy theorist, because they're walking in darkness and we're walking in light, man.
Yeah,
we can see. Yeah. Light shines. We're shining on Esau's secrets.
And we look down on people who got the jab.
That's right.
We look down on you.
That's right. You're below us.
Because they try to look down on you, but really we looking down on your ass. We got to start frowning on them. The fuck you got like? Man, you got to get away from me, bro.
$13 an hour?
Yeah, right. Yeah, you might turn into something. You might start growing another head.
15. Or hey, like what happened with the IUIC guy, man? He gave up the Holy Spirit.
Yeah. Hey, my mom got the shit and she got a booster too.
And these other camps is getting exposed. The Lord done expose every Israelite camp. And HOI was the last one.
Yeah.
They just got coming out. But see, now they say we breaking down Romans the 11th chapter. Just put that to the side. What about when ISUPK said that John the Baptist wasn't in the truth?
Right.
Why they make no video about that?
Yeah.
Everything is always an attack upon Great Millstone.
Yep. Yeah. John the Baptist was like, that was Yahweh. He was like,
real close to Yahweh,
man.
They say no man born of a woman was over John the Baptist.
Right. Come on, man.
And how come you didn't say anything when Johanna told you to take take the sauce.
Well,
Or he
they,
told you it was okay to have
They supposed
anal
to be
sex
all
with your
over that.
woman.
didn't they go down to the border? To the,
Yeah.
they was down there, you know.
You guys are foolish, man.
Yeah, so the Lord is making it an easy choice now. Like, if you can't see who the true men is, then
That's on you. That's on you.
because it used to be maybe a tough choice, but now it's easy. It's easy.
It's easy, man. Romans chapter 8, verse 35. It says, "Who shall separate us from the love of Yahushua? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution?"
Well, hey, when you're going through that, if anything, you need to be establishing more of a relationship with Yahweh Bashem Yahushua when you're going through the tribulations and the persecutions, man. Because that's really the only one that's going to have our back in that time.
That's right. Who shall separate us from the love of Yahushua? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or sword? That's the question.
Right.
That's-
And think about the sword. How,
And all those things that he named was things that we're going to have to endure in the last days.
and Esau's putting the image of the sword out there, man. You know, he's starting to really lock down this police state.
And Timothy is saying, all that serve me shall suffer persecution. So you're supposed to be ready for that. That's supposed to, in Baruch, it say, be of good cheer when you're going upon that.
And that's what the Bible really speaks about. When you come to serve the Lord, you're going to see the churches teach you different. When you truly come to serve the Lord, you're going to be tested, you're going to be tried, you're going to be brought through the fire to see if you really are a servant of the Most High. It's not all about being happy and merry and, you know, you going to church and everything, your life is good, you got 2 cars and $100,000 house. That's all bullshit, man. The scriptures say, give me neither poverty nor riches. Really just keep me in the middle so you can sustain yourself. Because in the kingdom, you're going to get all those pleasures, man. You got all that shit, if you got all that shit on this side, if you got all this money and all this everything else, and you got overabundance, you're not going to be thinking about the Most High, man. You're going to be thinking about how you can spend the money and what you can spend the money on, and you're going to be thinking about the pleasures of the world.
Hey, he can say, you know what, take that jab or you'll lose that house, man. You gotta pay taxes on it every year. How are you gonna pay all them taxes on that nice house if you can't
work.
keep your nice paying job? You know, or he could say, you know what, anybody who doesn't got the jab, your insurance companies won't work with you. You won't be able to pay your car insurance, man, or they'll suspend your license or something.
It says, as it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. For I am persecuted, for I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Yahweh, which is in Hamashiach Yahushai, our Lord.
Right, and that's why you read in, what was it, Revelation 2 and 10? You know, the Lord said, keep the truth unto death, and he's going to give us that crown of life. Okay, we're not after this corruptible crown here. We're after the incorruptible crown, man. All right, which is that crown of life, which is not just being a partaker, but a joint heir of Yahushua and his kingdom, man. So,
Yeah. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation.
prepare your soul for temptation, man. Because hey, Satan knows how to get you. Satan knows your weakness, man. He'll attack you with your weaknesses, man. You know? Go ahead.
It says, set your mind aright and constantly endure.
Constantly endure, man. You know? Temptation's a bitch. Okay? The scriptures say, in your patience, possess ye your souls. Because this devil, he's going to really test our patience, especially when we're in them camps, man. If that is your lot, or especially if brothers are on the run. You know, Esau could promise, well, hey, it'll all be over if you just take the chip. You go right back to living the way you were. Go ahead.
It say, make not haste in time of trouble.
Right, make not haste in time of trouble, man. Have your head grounded. Have a sound mind when that time comes, man. Okay, don't be all over the place freaking out like these people are. They're saying that, what are they saying? That the suicides are pretty much at all-time high these last 2 years, man, with all this shit going on. Alright, these people are losing their damn minds. The anxiety levels are high, the depression levels are high.
Somebody just killed themselves this week on Bailey and Walden. It's like a bridge going to Broadway, and they fucking tied the rope and hung themselves and jumped off the bridge.
Really?
Yep, it was on the news. Hey, how you doing, sir?
I work for the paper. Just what do you guys do? You do a commercial or?
Oh no, we teach the Bible. We teach about. Have you ever heard of? You know about the Bible?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh yeah. So we teach
So you're
about.
out, so you're out prophesizing or?
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Okay, right. Okay.
That's right.
I thought maybe you were filming a commercial or.
Oh yeah.
Nah.
You want to listen?
I'm sure I'll listen for a minute.
All right.
So where are you from? Where are you actually from?
We're from around here.
Okay. I mean, like a certain church or no?
No, we don't have any building. The Bible says where 2 or 3 are gathered, there I am in the midst.
Okay.
And it says that the Lord dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
Right. Okay.
And the heaven is his throne and the earth is his footstool.
Revelation.
Yeah.
Alright.
So yeah, basically what we teach is
So do you mind if I get a shot of you guys?
No.
nah, we don't want any pictures.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not looking for fame. It's the book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor.
Think about this. Small or great, rich and poor, right? You look at this jab that's going on. If you're rich and you're a celebrity or a superstar athlete, they penalize you if you don't take it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They penalize you if you don't take it, man. NBA saying, what was the NBA saying? Everybody's got to take it.
Mm-hmm.
NFL, look at what happened with Cole Beasley, man.
Yeah, what happened to the HIPAA law? What happened to doctor-patient confidentiality?
Yeah.
What happened to that? Because with the Andrew Wiggins situation, there was a source, a secret source, but they was like, oh, we don't know if he is or not because we're not allowed. But a source, how the fuck the source know?
Right.
You feel me though? Shit is crazy.
And he's
Did you get
pretty-
vaccinated?
Huh?
Did you get vaccinated?
Yes, I did.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to get COVID.
But you can still get COVID with the vaccine.
You can, but I might not die.
Okay, so do you know what's in the vaccine?
No, but do you know what's in your Burger King?
I don't eat
You
Burger
know
King.
what's in his drink right there.
Yeah. See, let me see now. What you're doing is
I'm just saying I don't know what's in a lot of things. I don't
Right,
know what's
right,
do you know what was in your flu shot? Do you know what was in
I didn't
your...
take the flu shot.
We don't take flu shots.
Right, but listen, we're not trying to go back and forth. What I'm saying is this: you're trusting in something. When you took the vaccine, were you sick?
No.
Were you healthy?
Yeah,
So why'd you get it?
I'm still healthy.
So why'd you get it though? You don't know the long-term effects. Do you know the short-term effects?
I know the short-term effects of COVID.
Okay, so here's the thing though. So they told you
Let me ask you this.
Hold on, wait a second. Don't be rude. If you get the vaccine, right? They tell you that if there's a new variant, the vaccine that you took doesn't protect you.
So you're gonna have to get another
So
one.
now you gotta get
shot.
get boosters. So they're just gonna keep sticking you and sticking you and sticking you. So
You ever get a cold?
yeah, and my immune system fought. I was sick for 10 days,
Right.
2 months ago, and I'm standing out. I'm fine.
You
The
never-
Lord gave you an immune system.
It's a beautiful
gave you herbs
Exactly.
of the earth.
There you go.
Give me that in Ecclesiastes
So
38.
you're taking the herbs of the earth for COVID.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, you're taking something.
We ain't
It's
taking
a
we
good
ain't
thing.
take we ain't
Let
taking
me
no
read this
juice.
to you,
And
please,
the
sir.
fact
Hold
that
on.
and the fact that we say that we're taking the herbs for it, they could censor our videos for it. So you
Yeah.
know that there's something wrong with
Hold
it.
on. Let me read this. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 38, verse 1.
luck.
It say, no, listen
Yeah,
to
no,
this.
let
sir.
him run. Let him run. Let him
Listen to
run.
this one joint. You can
I
listen.
got a job
Look,
to do. I'm working.
Well, you came up to us. Now you don't want to hear
listen
it.
to one.
I told you.
Hold on, let me bring this
Go
out.
ahead. Go
Do you
ahead.
mind if I take your picture? Then?
We don't
No,
want
no,
to
wait. If you listen to this one,
We don't
listen to
want
this.
to
I'm listening. I can hear it.
It say, Sirach 38 and 1.
Don't be disrespectful and take pictures of us when we asked you not to. We
It
said,
said-
hold on, wait. We said
Not a public street.
it don't matter. We don't want a picture.
Yeah, we don't want
We
to
don't want a picture.
Well, then I gotta go because I.
All right, well, we'll
Okay,
see
have
you
a
later.
nice day.
Have a nice
Have a
day.
nice
People
day.
gotta work. You
Have a nice
Have a
day.
nice
Have
day.
a nice day.
day.
Have a nice day. Read that.
Hope we find a good story.
the book of Sirach, chapter 38, verse 1.
And that's harassment if you take a picture, by the way. Yes,
Yes,
it is.
That's
Yes, it
harassment,
is.
and we will sue you.
Yes, it is.
We will sue you.
Yep. We'll take a picture of your
We
license
will
plate.
sue you.
And I'll give it to Captain Sazansky. I'll give it to Captain
Sazansky.
Sazansky. Go ahead.
Yeah. Captain Sazansky said, don't mess with us.
Yep. Go ahead.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 38, verse 1. Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which you may have of him. For the Lord have created him. For of the most high comes healing, and he shall receive honor of a king.
For from the Most High comes healing. You know. So see, he thought we was gonna be his friends. Nah, man, don't come up to us and then we start breaking it down. Now you don't like it. Now you gotta go.
Yeah, he thought he was gonna take pictures and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he can.
You get a nice
Then you
story.
just gonna have an article in the paper talking
Right.
about some these anti. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And this and that.
We don't give a damn about no damn newspaper.
That's a fact.
You know.
All your newspapers are run by kikes, man.
Yeah. You will sit. This verse 3. It say, the skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be in admiration.
Yeah, man. Hey, even my wife was just sick for like 12 days, and I just kept praying and just kept giving her herbs, and then eventually, it took a while, like 12 days. Who know? Maybe she did have the shit, but she good. You ain't gotta take no fucking jab, man. Come on, man. Don't
That's
be
right,
simple.
and they're gonna give you that shit every 6 months.
Yeah.
And then there's reports that there could be Theragrippers in it.
Trusting Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
It say, the Lord hath created medicines out of the earth.
That's right.
He that is wise will not abhor them.
Hey, you get your colloidal silvers, your elderberry, your ginger, your garlic, get you some manuka honey.
Well, prevention is the best way, man. You know,
Yeah.
prevention is honestly the best way.
Yep.
Because if you're taking them herbs, you won't really get it in the first place. Like you'll come in contact with trace amounts, but your body will fight it before it actually
Right.
infects you.
Right. And that's why the Lord gave us an immune system.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna skip down to verse 9. It say, my son, in thy sickness be not neglect, but to pray unto the Lord.
That's the first thing you got to do. Pray to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Well, hey, I was watching that movie with Clint Eastwood that just came out on HBO Max. It was Crying Macho, and they had the little Issacharite kid. Clint Eastwood was bitching about the Mexican water, about how he made him shit and made him feel like shit, And then the little Mexican kid, he said.
I'm sorry, he got super fucking pissed. He was pissed.
He said, our water makes you gringos sick, but it makes us stronger, man. That's because your immune system gets used to your body being in contact with bacteria and all that. So when they tell you to fucking isolate from everybody and sit in your damn house all day, they're basically killing your immune system.
Hell yeah. And our body is different from their bodies. What's name even brought it out? Alex Jones, watching the Alex Jones show, he brought it out. They can take, that's why Moab can eat raw frogs and shit like that. We do that, we get sick.
Gosh.
Yeah.
And eat pork. They can intake pork because we got a different dietary.
We got the laws too. Yeah.
So like, it's like it don't affect them like it. They can eat pork and shit like that and live a long life because they bodies, I guess,
They're not subject to those curses.
Yeah, just like Jake is mostly lactose intolerant, man.
Yeah, Alex Jones was like, yo, he was saying that they're really, he said they're really attacking the blacks. He was like, they're really attacking the blacks. He was like, their body, I don't know what's with their bodies. He was like, the white man can take way more toxins and their bodies is more sensitive to toxins and shit.
Yeah. With the cow's milk, man. A lot of our people are lactose intolerant. Like if we drink a glass of milk, we're gonna be on the damn toilet.
Oh yeah.
An hour later, man.
Yeah, I start getting the almond milk now, man.
Them crackers, they can
Drink that.
they can drink that shit all damn day. Cow's milk.
I can't. That shit fuck my stomach.
Oh, you got more? All right, back in Ezekiel. All right, but like we were saying, man, that Edomite. All right, you know, he was from the newspapers. All right, he came up. He thought we wanted some fame. We don't want the fame, man. We don't need the fame of this world. All right, we filming ourselves. This is for the edification of the elect. This ain't just to be just put out there for anybody. You know. And then once we seen our vibe, he wanted to go, and that's happened. You know, back when we was, 6-7 years ago when we was out here, we used to get that a lot. People come up to the camps and then they see what we about, then they, I gotta go. Yeah, you gotta go because you sense the vibe that you get. We ain't with this world, man. All right, back in Ezekiel chapter 2 and verse 4, it says, "For they are imprudent children," talking about you Jakes, "and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith the Lord power." And that's how we come out here. We come out here to let you know it's thus saith the Lord. Like that brother read in Ecclesiasticus, was that the 38th chapter? From the Lord cometh healing. All right? We don't have to trust in this man. We don't got to put our trust in him. Put our trust in the Most High. It says, "And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house. Yet shall they know that there have been a prophet among them." All right, and people are gonna know that the prophets were among them. They're gonna know that the prophets were out here. They're gonna know that the words that we were speaking were the words of life. Like Yahweh Shai said in John 6:63, "The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life."
That's something.
Go ahead.
Got a couple scriptures actually. Matthew 6 and 5. "And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are. For they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets, that they may be seen of men.
Yep.
Verily I say unto you, they have their reward."
And that's not why we out here. We're not out here to be seen of men. We out here to fish for the elect. Now, if people happen to see us, then that's because we out here on the streets. But we're not out here to, please people. We come out here with a certain message, the certain gospel, and we come out here to teach that. Go ahead.
I got another one. Matthew 23 and 5. "But and this whole chapter is getting into the wicked scribes and Pharisees, okay, and Sadducees. Matthew 23 and 5. "But all their works they do for to be seen of men. They make broad their phylacteries and enlarge the borders of their garments, and love the uppermost rooms at feasts and the chief seats in the synagogues." And that's what happens when you invite them outsiders in, man, for all that publicity. Okay?
Can you grab my water off the back seat?
Yeah, they do that to be seen of men.
Man, I can't wait for these people to catch their judgment, man. Go ahead, bro.
This is Matthew 5 and 10. Yeah, 100 employees.
Yeah.
"Blessed are they."
Yeah. We've been out here we've been at this spot for years. Ain't nobody from the papers ever came up and said,
He might have been a cop. You never know.
Right.
Just with his little press tag. Matthew 5 and 10. "Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Now, if we would have went and took those pictures and all that, all striking a pose it for the devil, there would have been an article all up about us, man. And they would have said all kinds of things falsely.
Well, those other camps would have took those pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
IUIC, ISUPK, y'all would have took those pictures. We wanted to interview and all that shit.
Y'all would have did a video interview,
Yo,
man.
get my name. Get my name.
They would have made sure you spelled the shit right and everything. And they would have said, and they would have made sure to tell them how long they were in the truth, and they would have added a couple years. That's because those are the wicked scribes and Pharisees coming back, and they want to be seen of men and sit in the uppermost rooms, man. Pretty soon we're going to probably be seeing what's his name? Johanna on fucking Vlad TV or something, man.
Hey, all praise to Yahweh Shemi Shai for giving us this wisdom, you know, and allowing us to be as bold as a lion through the Holy Spirit.
There's a lot of false
Because this Holy Spirit
prophets out there.
The Holy Spirit is the number one threat to Esau's New World Order. The Holy Spirit is the number one threat to Esau's New World Order, man. This is something. This truth is something that Esau can't control. Because if it was something that he can control, then you wouldn't see people out here on the highways and byways. He would be removing everybody. But he can't do that. He can remove your videos. He can take your videos down. But if it was up to him, there would be no Israelites on the streets. And that's showing you that the Most High is in control. The Most High is in control of this thing, man. You got something else?
Yeah, this is 1 Peter 2:1. Wherefore, laying aside all malice and all guile and hypocrisies and envies and all evil speakings, as newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word. Let me read that again. Desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby. And being popular with the world is not being sincere. If so be ye have tasted that the Lord is gracious, to whom coming as unto a living stone, disallowed indeed of men. Okay? So pretty much anything that we teach is what? Disallowed by men. Okay? Because this world doesn't accept truth. Just like Yahweh Shai was disallowed by men. Disallowed indeed of men, but chosen of the Most High and precious. Ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house. That's what we're building up. We're rebuilding that house, the house of David, man, the tabernacles of David. Okay, as in the days of old. A holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to Yahweh by Yahweh Shai.
I got something real quick. You got more?
Oh no, that's pretty much it.
This is 1 John 3:15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of Yahweh is not in him.
Right, the love of Yahweh is not in him, man. And a lot of these camps, they love the world. That's why they're making all these stupid rap videos. All kinds of dumb shit, man. Sakari reality shows and all kinds of nonsense, man.
It says, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh abideth forever.
Right, and then a lot of these other camps, they want to be flashy with how they do things, man. You know, acting like they got multi-million-dollar production values, like it's some Hollywood shit. With all the fancy intros in their videos and all that. They spend more time doing them intros than they do the lesson.
It says, little children, it is the last time, and as ye have heard that the Antichrist shall come, even now there are many Antichrists, whereby we know that it is the last time. And the spirit of an Antichrist is basically you know, you're against the Messiah. There's not one guy that's gonna come out with a suit with some Matrix glasses saying I'm the Antichrist.
Yeah, that guy that got out the car, that reporter, he was the Antichrist.
Right, he had to, yeah, that's right. That's why it says there are many Antichrists, man. It says they went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us. And that's going into a lot of you people that fell out the truth. You know, you went out from among us, but you really was never among us because you would have continued in his faith.
Yeah.
But they went out that they might be made manifest that they were not all of us. But ye have an unction from the Holy One, and ye know all things. And what does that mean? That means that we know everything that we need to know in these times, as far as these scriptures, to sustain ourselves. There's no doctrine or you know, you can't battle this doctrine. Anybody who claims that they know the scriptures and they're not coming with this doctrine, then they'll get destroyed. We'll destroy them with this doctrine. You know, let a pastor come up to us with the let a pastor come up to us with the Christian doctrine. He gonna get beat to sleep, man.
All right, yep, a Mormon.
A Mormon.
Mormon come up.
Yeah.
Muslim.
He gonna get beat to sleep, man, because we know these scriptures. We have an unction from the Holy One. It says, I have not written unto you because ye know not the truth, but because ye know it, and that no lie is of the truth. It says, who is a liar but he that denieth that Yahushua is the anointed? He is an Antichrist that denieth the Father and the Son. Whoso denieth the Son, the same have not the Father, but he that acknowledgeth the Son hath the Father also. That's pretty much it if you got something.
Yeah, this is the book of John chapter 3, verse 18. He that believes on him is not condemned, but he that believes not, he that believes on him is not condemned, but he that believes not is condemned already, because he have not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of Yahweh.
Yeah, and if you believe on Yahushua, your attitude is gonna be, hey, I'm resisting this beast, man. I'm resisting this system. You know, you can't just go along with this world, because that's a satanic spirit, to just go along with this world. This world is satanic. The vibration is satanic. So when you believe on Yahushua, you automatically come with a different spirit, a spirit that's not of this world. Go ahead.
For everyone that does evil hates the light.
Everyone that does evil hates the light. And what's the light? Yahushua is the light. You know? And Edomites, they have no chance. I just like saying that. You know? Edomites have no chance. Go ahead.
Neither comes to the light lest his deeds should be reproved. But he that does truth comes to the light, that his deeds may be manifest, that they are wrought in Yahweh.
Yeah, man. Hey, we like a bunch of sandflies on the light, man. We going where the light is at. You know, that's the only way. Yahushua. That's why we come out here week in and week out to teach this truth. And we stand bold. We stand on what we teach through the Spirit of the Lord. Get where's the Apocrypha at? Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. Because that's what we're doing in these latter times. What we're striving for the truth. You know, we got to do this until we can't do it no more. Either until the Lord takes us off the streets, because it'll be obviously martial law and chaos out here. You know, or until that destruction hits, man. Go ahead.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 4, verse 28. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee.
Right, and these words are written in concrete, man. So if you do the sayings of this book, all right, and you're an Israelite man, okay, you're gonna be all right.
Hey man, I was gonna call for that one earlier too.
Yep. Strive for the truth until death, man. This is the most honorable thing we could be doing in these latter times. is teaching. Or you could be in the world, you know, being a nigga, right? Being a lawless beast. Or you can be doing the right thing. There's more?
Yeah, man. Our people gotta elevate, man. You know, there's more to life than fucking being a rapper and dunking a damn basketball. Come on.
Hey, the scripture say that we're supposed to walk circumspect because the days are evil.
Our people act like you're on top of the world if you're fucking playing a damn stadium somewhere.
Let me see.
Elevate.
And like the brother said, our people gotta elevate, man. But we know that only the remnant is gonna get it. Second Ezra 2. Alright, so alright, this is Second Ezra chapter 2 and verse 42. And this is going into what? The Third World War. Okay, but Michael and his angels shall stand up and fight against the dragon and his angels. And that's Yahweh Shai and the innumerable amount of angels against Esau and his military. Alright? It says, and I, Ezra, saw upon Mount Sion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them, actually, that's not even going to that.
You looking for,
what is that?
13 and 1.
Okay, second is 13, Salakia. Salakia, brothers. Second Ezra chapter 13. Start at the first verse.
Yeah.
Second Ezra 13 and 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, and it moved all the waves thereof. And behold, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when I turned his countenance, to look, all things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all that burned that had heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it fleeth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
Yeah, that's gonna be during World War III. When you want to get that in Joel?
Second or third chapter.
It's the third chapter.
Yeah.
That's gonna be because they're gonna be in the Valley of Jehoshaphat fighting World War III.
Yep.
And Ronald Reagan. That'd be sweet if you put it in post-production. Ronald Reagan, he did like
Live, ain't no post-production.
Yeah. You remember Ronald Reagan did that joint? You could look it up when he's talking about if it was another world war.
Yeah, when we all gathered together.
When we all gathered together to come up against it.
Yep.
To
Put our differences aside.
Put our differences aside. Yeah, you brothers can look that up.
And then Trump made the what was it?
The Space Force.
The Space Force.
Yeah, what the hell they need the Space Force for?
Right.
And then they can't even, like, those in the know, they can't even go into outer space. So what do they got the Space Force for?
To try to subdue the man that cannot see.
Right.
And there was documents that came out saying that they had a model for the Space Force since the 1950s.
Yeah, because they caught China testing theirs out a couple years ago. China got a Space Force too, and if China got a Space Force, Russia got a Space Force.
And you know
and so
damn
on and
well
so
America's
forth.
got a Space Force.
Yeah, you know.
Well, hey, it was Reagan that started the Star Wars program, man, where they made all them space weapons.
Get that first, then go back to that, because then it's gonna line up.
Ninth verse?
Where they start talking about the Valley of Jehoshaphat, where is that?
12.
Is it? Oh yeah, that's the 9th.
I'll start at 11. Yeah. Joel, the 3rd chapter and the 9th verse. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. beat your plowshares into swords.
Who the United States just make that deal with and sold the submarines, the nuclear submarines to? You see that?
It was Australia?
Yeah, to Australia, and France got mad, so everybody's gearing up for war right now. They just gave them like 400 nuclear submarines, some shit like that.
40, I think.
Oh, yeah, my numbers. But it's still, they get ready for war. You never heard of Australia in the war? I haven't. I can't think of.
Yeah.
Everybody getting they group together.
And the U.S. has been arming Taiwan, which we know China's got serious beef with.
Yeah, but you know, if U.S. army people, what you think Russia and China doing?
Yeah, China and Iran, or China and Russia has been arming Iran and Syria. You know, and we look at who the U.S. has been poking the stick at the last few years. It's been Iran and Syria. Mm-hmm. You know, it all makes sense. Mm-hmm. And they had that AK-47 deal where they were making all them AK-47s in Libya. You know, so you know that pissed Russia off when the U.S. went and bombed Libya and killed their leader. See, it all makes sense, man, when you look at it. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Right, arming of all these different nations. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened.
And that's happening right now, right? Because the heathen is the ones with all the armies. Hey, the nation of Israel don't got no army. We don't got no army over there. We don't got no, what they say, we don't got no what in the battle. We don't got no horse in the battle or in the race. Yeah. So it's all the heathen over there gathering they armies. Keep going.
Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
Yeah, he gonna judge them. Now we about to get into the judgment right here. This is the judgment right here.
I was talking to this brother last night. I got a lesson together. Lord willing, we'll do it in transit on the way home, right? And it's about let the heathen imagine a vain thing. This scripture is saying that you heathens are going to get judged, be the main ones to get judged in World War III. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great.
Yeah, their wickedness has like
Exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Yeah.
Multitudes in the valley of decision.
Multitudes of heathens. Go ahead.
For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision.
See, the day of the Lord is near. Go ahead.
2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 6. And I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. And I have seen the region or place whereunto the hill was graven, but I could not.
Yeah, that mountain is talking about is the so-called chariot that the Lord gonna be in. It's gonna be so big, like I don't know if you ever seen the mountain up close, but that's how it be. Oh shit, I thought you was a stranger. when you in the mountains, you can't see
where it
ends at. That's how big it be, and that's how it's gonna look in the sky.
It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight.
Yeah, because the Lord gonna put the spirit on them to fight them. You know what I'm saying?
Because they're not gonna Esau and his little minions, they haven't seen nothing like that. So when they do see that, they're gonna be like, what the fuck, you know? It says, and lo, and he saw the violence of the multitude that came. He neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, and it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And that's from what? The laser beams from the ships. All right, which they're going to cause hella damage. It says, and they were all mixed together. The blast of fire, the flaming breath, the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up, every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was sore afraid.
So the Lord gonna smoke the other nations over there when they try to come up and fight against them. Ain't one chariot gonna get destroyed. No, it's gonna be a slaughter.
Nope.
It's gonna be perfection, man.
Flawless victory. Afterward saw I the same man come down from the mountain and call unto him another peaceable multitude. And there came much people unto him, whereof some were glad, some were sorry, some of them were bound, and others some brought of them that were feared. Then was I sick through great fear, and I awaked and said, Thou hast showed thy servant these wonders from the beginning, and hast counted me worthy that thou shouldest receive my prayer. Show me now yet the interpretation of this dream. And you can only imagine how vivid that was. So Ezra was seeing World War III. You know, he said he was sore afraid. Keep going.
Yeah, get the breakdown.
The interpretation, yeah. For as I, verse 16, for as I conceive in my understanding, woe unto them that shall be left in those days, and much more woe unto them that are not left behind. For they that were not left were in heaviness. Now understand I the things that are laid up in the latter days, which shall happen unto them and to those that are left behind. Therefore are they come into great perils and many necessities, like as these dreams declare. Yet it is easier for him that is in danger to come into these things than to pass away as a cloud of the world, and not to see the things that happen in the last days. And he answered unto me and said, The interpretation of the vision shall I show thee, and I will open unto thee the thing that thou hast required.
Yeah, so the angel gonna break it down to, in clear words. Right.
Whereas thou hast spoken of them that are left behind, this is the interpretation. He that shall endure the peril in the time have kept himself. They that be fallen into danger are such as have works and faith toward the Almighty.
So if you read that again, read that again.
Verse 23, he that shall endure the peril in the time have kept himself.
See, the people who go, them talk about the men of the Lord. They're going to have to endure peril, right? It's not going to be easy. Go ahead.
Right, we've gotten Romans 8 earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
They that be fallen into danger are such as have works and faith toward the Almighty.
So if you're going to have works and faith, you're going to fall into danger. Go ahead.
Know this therefore, that they which be left behind are more blessed than they that be dead.
So the people, the martyrs and all that is more, you more blessed when you make it through all the shit. Not saying that they not either, but he gonna put his men through a lot. Go ahead. So you can't fake when, oh, I'm in this situation, the Lord, like you can't do that. You gotta know the Lord gonna be with you. Meshach and Abednego had to go all the way into the fire. And the fire cut on. He could have saved them. The Lord could do anything. He could have just been saved them. He's like, nah, because it's a test of your faith. Go ahead.
It says, this is the meaning of the vision, whereas thou sawest a man coming up from the midst of the sea. The same is he whom the Most High, the highest, have kept a great season, which by his own self shall deliver his creature.
Let's talk about Yahweh Shai.
And he shall order them that are left behind. And whereas thou sawest that out of his mouth came a blast of wind and fire and storm, and he have held neither sword nor any instrument of war, but that the rushing in of him destroyed the whole multitude that came to subdue him. This is the interpretation. So it says when that blast of fire came out, it destroyed all the multitude that came up against him. And that's Esau. It said all of them. It says, behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth.
Yeah, the Most High coming at that same time, just like he tell you in Matthew the 24th chapter, he gonna deliver his elect at that time.
That's a guarantee.
Get there.
It says, and one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. You want to preach that real quick?
Yeah, Matthew 24 and 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds.
Yeah, because he's gonna be coming the clouds to talk about the chariots. He coming with the clouds, and they're gonna be mourning. We gonna be happy. They gonna be mourning, but we gonna be happy. You know what I'm saying? So you can't get it confused. Man.
Happy and praying.
Hey, even some of Jake gonna be upset, you know, because they don't know. They think it's aliens and shit. Go ahead.
And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other.
And it says power and great glory.
Yeah.
Cause like, see, when them ships crack the skies, it's gonna be. It ain't gonna. We all seen chariots in movies, but it ain't gonna look like that. It's gonna look way different, man. You know,
Be sweet.
it's gonna be. I can't say it. We just gonna have to wait. I can't put it into words.
Yeah,
But it's gonna be glorious.
It's the book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 14. And Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these things, saying, behold, the Lord comes with 10,000 of his saints to execute judgment upon all, and to convince all the ungodly among them of their ungodly deeds, which they have ungodly committed, and all of their hard speeches, which ungodly sinners have spoken against them.
Yeah, and the chariots constantly remind us that they're around. You know, brothers get chariot sightings at their camps. You know, the chariots will be flashing. Brothers yelling, "Call Allah Yahweh Shemi Al Shai." They letting us know that the time is near to where, hey man, we gotta wait for the Heavenly Father to give us the word, and we ready to come scoop y'all.
Right.
Lord willing, we're of that number. It ain't like we read about the chariots, but we never see them.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, well, where they at? They constantly showing themselves, and the Lord is allowing that to happen.
Yeah.
Because that builds our faith, that makes us go harder. You know? So there's always chariot sightings, man. And the Lord is really playing with these devils, man, putting fear in their hearts. You imagine flying a plane and you just see two big ass ships roll right past you, you know? Got some?
Yes, Psalm 104:3. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind. And it's just confirming, man, that, you know, the angels are in those clouds, man. The chariots are in those clouds, man. Alright, so spiritually, the clouds represent the angels, man. And those so-called, well, what the world ignorantly calls UFOs, man. Okay? They're not UFOs, they're
Chariots of
chariots.
Israel.
It's the book of 2 Exodus, chapter 13, verse 29. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that dwell upon the earth. And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell upon the earth. Hey, when you get Wisdom of Solomon, where 5 and 1, where it say, you know what I'm talking about. So that's when they're gonna come to the astonishment, because if somebody just walk up and we ask them what the so-called UFOs is, they're not gonna know.
I got it real quick. 5 and 1, start at 1.
Yeah.
Oh Oh yeah, it's 2, yeah. Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and have made no count of his labors. Verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for.
See, and that you see, the scripture always go. You got to. It always go over it. It's all talk about the same thing. It's all
Now
talk about
what
the
would it
same
be
thing.
talking about if
Right.
it was so strangeness, man?
Go ahead.
Okay, because these other heathens, man, they're gonna be, the scriptures say they're dismayed at the signs of heaven. So they get shook with great fear. They don't know that, you know, even Jake's out there in the world. They don't know that's your brothers up there.
Right. Verse 3. And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, as a proverb and a reproach.
Let's talk about Jake. They had us
Talking shit.
It's slavery. They got us low level, but we the most important people on the globe.
Yep. We fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor. You out there with a garment, this nigga tripping, right? How is he numbered among the children of the Most High, and his lot is among the saints? Therefore have we erred from the way of truth. They're gonna start blaming themselves. What the fuck? You know, we erred from the way of the truth. And the light of righteousness have not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. So they gonna wake up and realize that what? Ultimately they effed up. They was walking in darkness. It says, we wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yea, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it. You know, that was pretty much it. Go ahead.
Verse 30. And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell upon the earth, and one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. That one realm is talking about when they try to fight the angels. Because the U.S. fighting China ain't another realm, is it?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I'm not this hardsman. So that's what it's talking about.
It says there's going to be war in heaven.
Yeah, yeah,
Because technically this earth is in the heavens.
yeah. It say, in the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the signs shall happen which I showed you before, and then shall my son be declared.
Woo! That's when Yahweh Shai is going to be made manifest.
Yeah. Whom thou saw as a man ascending. And when all the people hear his voice, every man in their own land leave the battle they have one against another in World War III. An innumerable multitude shall be gathered together, as thou saw them willing to come and to overcome him by fighting.
Hey, the things, oh, keep going.
But he shall stand upon the top of Mount Zion, and Zion shall come and shall be shown to all men, being prepared and built, like as thou saw the hill graven without hands.
Yeah, because now, what, the other nations, they frown upon Mount Zion. In the scriptures, it tell us, they say, is this the city? I think it's in Lamentation. It says, is this the city that men, basically, how are they the children of the Most High? I don't want to butcher it, you know? But how are these the children of Israel? Because look at the behavior of our people today. They act like fucking a bunch of damn dummies, man. So when we come out here and proclaim that we're the children of Israel, they can see it because they can read the aura on our spirits. But as an overall nation, Jake, they're not acting like Israelites, man.
I know They're all tatted up. They're dyeing their hair a different color. You know, every day of the week, they're trying to look like beasts with what the shit they do to their fucking teeth. Sagging their pants, just doing all kinds of crazy shit, man.
Yep.
It's shooting each other up, man. They act like Jake acts like it's
They act like they have fucking Lasertron.
Yeah, and then he's so stupid. The white man could do something to them, or any of the other nations, and they won't do nothing. But when Jake do something to you, kill him, and they don't know you killing your family.
Yep.
When you go out and shoot another Jake, that's your family. Get what's the name real quick for me? Amos 3.
And like the brother was saying, when Esau does something to you or another nation, you ready to march down the street. But when Jake killed Jake, they don't do nothing.
And it happens.
It's natural to them.
It happens a hell of a lot more.
Hey,
Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning.
Go Bills. Go Bills.
Go Bills. So because when you shoot another Jake, that's your family. Brother, get that.
Yep. Amos 3:1. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Talk about, so we understand that we, the children of Israel, all right, these 12 tribes, go ahead, and this the way, because it's crazy, because when you watch the news and you be having the violence in the hood, and the pastor will be up there talking about, we need more programs and this and that and all this crazy shit, or we need after school programs and more jobs and opportunities. That's what they say every time, right?
Yep.
All right. So if you're a pastor and you teach the Bible, this is what you should be telling the people. Go ahead, read.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt,
The whole family is talking about the children of Israel.
Kingdom, northern and southern. Because we were, as a nation, all the tribes were in Egypt.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
He said it again, the word families. You only have I known out of all the families under the earth.
That's
so
right.
all the Moab, the Chinese, they're a family. The Ravens. That's why you have Ham come over here and see another African, and they link right up. They don't even know each other. They from a different country, but they know they family.
Hey, these brothers live down the street from an Ishmaelite, basically a little community.
Yeah.
And they all own stores. They all come together. They all got one big ass building that they built. All the store owners and the weave shop owners.
When they have
They
that
know their
temple
family.
service,
They know their family.
when they have that temple service going on, almost every fucking taxi cab.
All
in
the
city
cab
is there.
drivers, say all the cab drivers.
That's why, like
Almost every taxi.
when I was in jail, it was like that. All the Chinese would go wham.
Nation had their own.
Yeah, they are hard, except niggas, like, oh
Separated.
no, fuck that, he ain't got shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But you won't, like, a motherfucker, white dude come in and he don't got shit, all the white dudes to make sure, wham, he good, until we can get something to bring to the table. And if Jake did that, it'd be easier time.
Yep. And that falls under the curses.
It's the curses,
Falls under
though.
the curses,
It's
yeah.
the curses.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Can two walk together except they be agreed? Well, hey, you and Jake can't ever walk together,
That's a
man.
fact.
That's
Right.
why they got gangs fighting each other and shit.
And the beautiful part is to be able to understand it and know that and know why. Because a lot of people in the world, Jakes in the world, they don't know why. Because they don't understand the curses of Deuteronomy 28. That's the main reason. You know, why can't we come together? Because you under the curses, man.
It says, I shall be evil towards
Your
the
eye shall be evil towards your brother. I mean, there is some Jakes that do come together. It's not every single Israelite. There's some Jakes that come
Because
together.
your spirit to know that it's really in your spirit to be cool with it.
Right. You know, so understanding the curses is a beautiful thing. You know, but we get ready to get those blessings. So with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash.
Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, shalom to the elect, shall I say. All right, and Lord, will let us edify. Shalom.